Ran, the king of all boors in Stephen's day was caught in the furs. Although he was little, his honour was great. Jump up, my lads, and give us a thrate. As I went out to kill and all, I met a wren upon the wall. Up at me wattle and knocked him down, and brought him into Carrick town. Drolling, where's your nest? 'Tis in the bush that I love best. 'Tis in the bush, the holly tree, where all the boys do follow me. Up with the kittle and down with the pan, and give us a penny to bury the wren.
My dear Jernigans, Gordons, Bildhauers and Barksdales, Howards and Bulls and Pences, Lures and Freshwaters and Deckers and families and friends and admirable hobbits unnamed. On behalf of our very excited and, might I say, a bit nervous bride and groom, I bid you welcome. You may sit. Isn't that nice? They never tell you to sit. Very good. Now, if there are any of you here who would like to come forward and give reason why these two should not be married, I'm sorry, it's just too late. You've accepted the invitation. The time is now. The place is here, and this story has already begun. For those of you who have been to a wedding or two, this is the part where I am supposed to say in some formal, regal voice like this, we are gathered here together today to... Right? Yeah. Well, today is not that day. Today, I would like to begin with a question. Don't worry, it's a rhetorical question. If you say it out loud, you can be dismissed. In your mind, ask yourself, why are we here today? Sincere question, coming out of a bit of humor, but imagine and ask yourself, why exactly are you here today? Why are you here today, sir? Good. He's listening. Now, the question is, in fact, simple, but what it implies is very complicated, very challenging, and it's very intensely personal. What exactly is the point of marriage in the first place? I asked Josh and Lakota these questions not too long ago through a nice little chat. Now, their initial answers were very much like I imagine the answers are floating around in your minds right now. Very cheerful and greeting card-like expressions. Things like, to celebrate our love together with our friends and family. Other things like the promise to love each other for the rest of our lives and beyond. All these are very good answers, I think. I hope you agree. However, this part was a bit more interesting to me. As the conversation became increasingly more self-searching and unscripted, a fantastic blossom of truth began to unfold. The core of what they intend to do today. Why, in fact, they are here came in their own words of creativity, which is certainly no surprise, as you can see already. Now, I mean, seriously, just look around. We have wands on one side, and we have Celtic drinking horns on the other side, and I am holding a stick, if you didn't notice. So why are we here? Well, we're here because of them. So why are they here? What is marriage to them? Well, Josh put it this way. He said marriage is a promise not to be lazy with each other. Think about that. I laughed at first, and I thought about it, and I said, wow, I'm incredibly astounded at how profound of a statement just came out of your mouth. Come on now. Be nice. But sincerely, what does it mean to not be lazy? It means to be proactive. It means to be attentive to all of the details surrounding you and all your choices. It means to not waste your most precious resource, which is time. To not allow anything to stagnate and wilter away. Lakota put it this way. It's trading one set of liberties for an entirely new and fresh set of liberties. Think about that. Marriage comes at a price, a sacrifice. All the liberties you have as a single individual in this world are gone. Sacrifice. Yet the gain from that sacrifice is an entirely new set of freedoms and the wonderful gift of safety in those new freedoms. Now put those two ideas together, and what do you come up with? The recognition and the enjoyment of new freedoms while maintaining the discipline not to take them for granted. Now, personally, I think that's quite solid footing to take the journey ahead, coming out of their own mouths. We begin this ceremony and this journey with the ceremony forged in the fires of Josh and Lakota's dedication to creativity and imagination. In tribute to a mutual heritage, we begin with a traditional Celtic hand fasting ceremony. I'm going to need that.
Yeah, you might.
Appreciate it. I would tell you two to face each other and hold each other's hands, but impatience got the better of you.
Nailed it.
Be prepared.
Josh and Lakota, look at these hands. Look well at these hands. These are the hands of your best friend. These are the hands that will hold you, that will guide you, that will nurture you and protect you. These are the hands that will build your new lives together. These are the hands of the one and of the one that will love you forever. Josh and Lakota, will you please take each other's right arm? With full awareness, know that you declare your intent to be hand-fasted before your family and friends. Do you still seek to enter this ceremony?
We do.
Will you share yourselves freely and generously with each other, making time to be together?
We will.
And thus the binding is made with blue, symbolic of water, that your love may flow and fill you to your depths. Josh and Lakota, will you seek to ease each other's pain and suffering, sharing laughter and joy?
We will.
And thus the second binding is made with green, symbolic of the earth, that your love may be wise and nurturing and your happiness abundant. Josh and Lakota, will you strive to help keep your romance alive through daily action of words and encouragement?
We will.
And thus the third binding is made with red, symbolic of fire, that your love may be bright and passionate, particularly passionate. Josh and Lakota, will you help each other to grow in spirit and in wisdom?
We will.
And thus the fourth binding is made with white, symbolizing air, that your love may be as limitless as the sky and filled with spirit. You are now bound together, your lives joined by love and trust into one life. The knots of this binding are not formed by these cords, but rather by your own vows. For as always, you hold in your own hands the making or breaking of this union. You may now tie the knot of your vows.
Good job.
Bring forth the rings.
Nice.
Where do they come? Look. Josh, lock eyes with your bride. Take her hand. And repeat these vows that you have written after me. This ring is the symbol of my promise.
This ring is a symbol of my promise.
I promise to love you, you and no other.
I promise to love you, you and no other.
To love wholly, completely, and unconditionally.
To love wholly, completely, and unconditionally.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
In plenty and in poverty.
In plenty and in poverty.
In life and beyond.
In life and beyond.
I promise to be your armor when battle has made you weary.
I promise to be your armor when battle has made you weary.
To find light in the dark.
To find light in the dark.
To find calm in the storm.
To find calm in the storm.
And to be strength when you are weak.
And to be strength when you are weak.
I promise to change, not for you, but with you.
I promise to change, not for you, but with you.
And to live our lives as one from this day forward.
To live our lives as one from this day forward.
Even when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
Even when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
Even when the seas go dry and the mountains blow in the wind.
Even when the seas go dry and the mountains blow in the wind.
My love for you shall be as endless as the stars.
My love for you shall be as endless as the stars.
Lakota, lock eyes with your groom. Take his hand and repeat after me. This ring is the symbol of my promise.
This ring is the symbol of my promise.
I promise to love you and no other.
I promise to love you and no other.
To love wholly, completely, and unconditionally.
To love wholly, completely, and unconditionally.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
In plenty and in poverty.
In plenty and in poverty.
In life and beyond.
In life and beyond.
I promise to be your armor when battle has made you weary.
I promise to be your armor when battle has made you weary.
To find light in the dark.
To find light in the dark.
To find calm in the storm.
To find calm in the storm.
And to be strength when you are weak.
And to be strength when you are weak.
I promise to change, not for you, but with you.
I promise to change, not for you, but with you.
And to live our lives as one from this day forward.
And to live our lives as one from this day forward.
Even when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
Even when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
Even when the seas go dry and the mountains blow in the wind.
Even when the seas go dry and the mountains blow in the wind.
My love for you shall be as endless as the stars.
My love for you will be as endless as the stars.
It's a promise.
And may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be ever at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we all meet again, may God hold you ever in the palm of his hand. It is now my distinct honor, privilege, and pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. You may publicly display your affection for each other.